What would you want parents to know about how addiction has changed over the past few years?
Addiction is definitely still present in young people. I think we see sometimes numbers decreasing, but actually what's changing is how people are using substances. So they might be using more things like ketamine and spice and more synthetic drugs. I think also access is changing as well. So where it used to be sort of harder, I suppose, to find someone who could sell substances to a young person, now young people are accessing them through things like Instagram and Snapchat. They're using slightly differently, and that pathway looks slightly different. You know, they're using different methods. There's a lot of vapes now that contain illicit substances. Looking at prescription medication, where it's probably harder to access real prescription medications, there's now a lot of fake prescription medications that young people don't actually necessarily realise is fake. And there's huge risks involved with that because the substances that they think they're taking is not what they're actually taking.
And as a parent, how do you prevent your kids from being able to access these drugs?
There are certain things you can put in, but ultimately you can't in some cases prevent them. I think unfortunately social media has got to a point now where access is so much more readily available. There are certain things you can do, like putting parental controls onto someone's Instagram, for example, or maybe not even allowing them to have things like Snapchat. But I think actually, you know, trying to educate them as much as possible is really important.